गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। When we think about Guru, the question is, where is the Guru? See, Bhagavan Krishna is called as the Jagat Guru. If Bhagavan Krishna was Jagat Guru, why he was not able to tell anything to Duryodhana? Why he was not able to tell anything to Dhritarashtra? See, in the relationship of Guru and Shishya, the teacher and the disciple, the importance is that of the disciple and not the Guru. Please understand this. Suppose I tell Lakshmi, Lakshmi, I am your Guru. Hey, Guru, banne aaye. Now, what can I do? See, on the contrary, if she says, no Swamiji, you are my Guru, I say, no, I don't accept you as my disciple. Yet she has all the right. See, the best example in our scriptures is that of Ekalavya. Dronacharya has refused him to be his disciple, and yet he had no choice. See, friends, therefore, in the relationship of Guru and Shishya, the importance is that of the disciple and not that of the Guru. Point number one. Point number two. Where is the Guru, or where should be the Guru? See, if our you can distribute it later, Lakshmi. Keep it with you only. Don't give now. They will be waiting after this is given. Now चूड़ा कब आता है खाने के लिए? Don't give that. It looks exactly like that. I was also feeling the same thing. When this was on my hand, if I get some चूड़ा etc., मजा आएगा खाने के लिए. So don't give to anybody. Because I am not talking from this. You will be struggling. Kahan gaya, kahan gaya, kahan gaya. It has gone nowhere. So, when we are in this world living, the problems are where? Problems are not outside. See? Problems are in our mind. Like many people ask us questions. Swamiji, I have got a question. Keep it with you, I don't need. Why should I need your question? I got sufficient. So when we go and ask some question to the teacher, what the teacher will do? He will reply, is it not? Reply is not an answer. Answer we have to discover. See? Swamiji, it is okay for you to say, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. This is the trump card against me. I have seen it number of times. See? So then you have to find out. I will only tell you that be happy. But how to be happy? That is your choice. See? Therefore, if the problem is in our mind, that Guru who is giving us the solution should also be seated in our mind. See? You know, we are fit for every kind of job. When somebody is born, we go there. When somebody dies, we go there. When somebody doesn't die, we go there. In Bombay it happened. I was invited in a Gujarati family for food. And after the food was over, they told me, Swamiji, in our next room, our Dadima is ill, you go and bless her. So when I went there, she was in coma, all the tubes, but thank God nurse was good. So I talked to her. I said, hey, how are you? Because to that comatose, what can you talk? So she said, I am alright, very good. And then I had to do drama. I am a very good actor, for your information. So I took the hand of that comatose lady in my hand and started only moving the lips. I also don't know what to say. To a comatose person, give blessings means what you tell me. You don't know my tragedies. So I took the hand in my hand and then I kissed my hand. I didn't want to kiss that one, it's so dry and dehydrated and kind of. And after all that was over, then nobody can ask, Swamiji, what did you do? Because what can they ask? It is very, very touchy condition. So, after 2-3 days, that person came. He said, Swamiji, do you remember you came to our house? I said, no, I don't remember. You came the other day. I said, when I can forget God, what about human beings? I don't remember. No, you came and we had our granny and she was in an ill, comatose. You came and blessed her. Oh God, my heart started coming out and going in. Now what happened? If she revived, they will die. And if she dies, that means I am blessed to kill people. So don't come to me for blessing. Then she said, Swamiji, by your blessings, we could not see her miseries. She was relieved. A comatose person is never miserable. Those who are not in coma, they are miserable. Marta bhi nahi. So we are fit for everything. So once I was called in a medical shop inauguration. Somebody had a pharmacy. Swamiji, please come. I went. Cut the ribbon and all that. No, Swamiji, I don't know what can I give you. You choose what you want from a pharmacy shop. So I said, okay, give me two tablets of every medicine. See, this world is so full of joy, friends. There is nothing miserable in this world. See? So, if the disease is in my system and if the medicine is on the shelf, will it remove my disease? No, is it not? In the same manner. Where is the doubt? Doubt is in my mind. We go and ask the teacher, Guru Maharaj, please tell me, is it a riddle or what? You have to find out your own answer. See, reply is in the mind of the teacher and answer has to be discovered in our mind. See, friends. And therefore, what is the real meaning of Guru? Guru means our ability to learn even from a passing truck. See? They say India is a land of wisdom. Because behind every truck there is a wisdom statement registered there. You see any truck, you get such lovely, lovely words. On one truck it was written on the back side in Hindi, "Apni awqat pehchano." How beautiful it is. We don't recognize what we are qualified for. We want, Swamiji, will you please teach me meditation? I shall note down. Listen. Take a pan, put water in that, boil it and jump. teach meditation. See, teaching meditation is something like a person with shoulder dislocation and fracture and spondylosis goes to the gym for weightlifting. See, meditation is not for unhealthy fellows. Meditation is an exercise for the healthy mind. See, friends. Therefore, we should be very clear. Guru is in our own mind, and that Guru is in the form of our ability to learn from everything in our life. See? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now, how we translate this wrongly? Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Maheshwara, Guru is Brahman. This is not the translation, it is wrong. See? The real meaning is Brahmaji is our Guru, Vishnu Bhagwan is our Guru, Maheshwara is our Guru, Parabrahma Paramatma is our Guru. In short, everyone is our teacher, provided we are ready and able to learn from everything in this world. See? Those who cannot learn from their experiences of life, they grow old and otherwise. And those who learn from the experiences of their life, they alone grow wise. See the difference. In our whole life, what we have done? See? What is the difference between wise and the otherwise person? Otherwise person does not learn even from his experience. See? And therefore, when the otherwise people talk wisdom, it is called as philosophy. See? Example. After marriage, when you tell a young man, never get married, that is called as philosophy. Because you have known it after marriage, after committing the mistake. But when I tell, it is wisdom. Now what is the difference between you and me? You have not learned, rather you have learned from your marriage, but it is too early for the next life. And I have learned from your marriages. Friends, Guru is only our ability to catch the divine message which comes to every one of us. We are unable to catch that message because we are busy. See? Therefore, if we have to catch the message and grow wise, then we have to invoke the Guru Tattva in our heart. See? Namo Namah Sri Guru Paduka Abhyam. When we have to invoke the Guru Tattva in our heart, what is required is, what is that which is stopping the invocation of the Guru Tattva? What is that? And there is only one thing, and that is our strong ego. See? We are not ready to learn. That is the whole trouble. And because of that, even if Sakshat Lord will come in front of us and tell us something, do you think we will listen to him? See? Therefore, the example I gave you about this Duryodhana or Dhritarashtra, was Bhagwan not available for them or what? He was available, but they were not available to him. See? Therefore, it is the same reality which comes to us in the form of Brahmaji. See? Now take one by one step. When we look at Brahmaji as our Guru, so what is Brahmaji doing? Brahmaji has created this world. Thereafter, he doesn't worry. Then he hands over the charge to Vishnu. Then Vishnu is the PWD in charge. Now he is suffering. Brahmaji only creates and hands over. See, this is what the Indian parents do. They produce their daughters and hand over to the husband. Relax. See, Brahmaji. And where there is a creation, destruction is necessary. And in this manner, whether it is a creation, whether it is recreation, or whether it is a destruction, every event in our life is our Guru who can teach us, provided we are there to learn. See? The other day, we went to Tibet for our yatra. And in Kathmandu, we were stuck up because of heavy rain, extremely heavy rain. Never there were so much rain in last 100 years. It was not raining in cats and dogs. It was raining in camels and elephants. So heavy. The hotel where we were staying, there the water was knee deep. Now there is a choice. You curse everybody and become frustrated, or you enjoy. What for you are going to Tibet? For suffering? No, for the joy. So, if we are happy now and here, we can never be miserable anywhere. See? And we could not go, but we enjoyed thoroughly. And those people who had gone by other route, afterwards I stayed there for some time, we came to know that they had a lot of casualties because of the heavy rains, landslides and diarrhea and dysentery and every kind of disease you name, they were spread everywhere. And then one person who was most miserable told me, Swamiji, thank God we did not go. I said, this is called as philosophy. Had you learnt it that time, that was wisdom. See, friends. And for that, what is required is, we have to remove our strong ego. And what is an ego? Ego is the load that we carry on our mind of our total past. See? So if the past is very short, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, very light. If the past is very long, then it is very heavy. See, somebody sent me one beautiful image. If you are a Sindhi and you hold a papad in the hand, what will be the weight of the papad? 10 grams. Even if it is a Sindhi papad. Now you hold that papad for 1 hour, the weight will be 10 grams. If you continue holding the same papad for 2 hours, the weight of that papad will increase. It will become 15 grams. Then you keep the same papad holding in your hand for 1 complete day, the same papad will weigh for you like 1 ton. Means the weight is not of the object. The weight is how long you hold on to something in life. In the same manner, how long do we hold His word in our mind? See? And therefore, the destruction of the ego is a very simple process. Live in the utter present. See? When you must have seen these weightlifters, they lift that huge weight. For how long? For 1 hour? They lift it. But they get the prize. See? And we lift the papad for the whole life. Kaun dukh raha hai? Chodo, kha ja. See, friends, ego is an obstacle which doesn't allow us to learn. See? And this is the sign of old age. Who is an old person? He who has got all the answers but nobody asks any questions. You see this? And the most pathetic experience in life is this. See, they don't take advantage of my experience. How can I take advantage of your experience? See? It can't be. And if we want to stop becoming old in life, keep the process of learning intact. See? It doesn't matter what you learn. Learn Chinese. See? It's a joy. You start drawing, those nice calligraphic writing and all that. Such a joy. What will happen? Time pass. That's all. See? Therefore, to remove this ego, the technique is Namo Namastri Guru Padukabhyam. We have to have an altar in our life wherein we surrender without any argument. See? Normally what happens? We have logic and argument for everything. And because of that we suffer. So if we have one place somewhere in the world, and before that we surrender, in our Paitya Upanishad this mantra comes. Atha yadite karma vijikitsa va vrutta vijikitsa va syat ye tatra brahmanaha sammarshinaha yukta ayuktaha aluksha dharma kama syuh yatha te tatra varteranna tatha tatra vartethaha esha adeshaha esha upadeshaha. We will never be able to decide exactly what is right for us and what should be followed or not followed. If we have doubt, never mind. Go to the wise man available in your place and present not the philosophy or the general topic, but present your personal case straight away. And whatever they tell, just follow blindly. There will be a change in life. Normally when we go to that teacher, we ask this question. Swamiji, suppose somebody's wife doesn't listen to him, what he should do? Why you should worry about somebody? No, Swamiji, you are not understanding. Really, I am not understanding. Why you should worry about somebody's wife? When we go to the doctor, do we ask this question? Doctor, what is the condition of dysentery these days in Melbourne? You go and tell the doctor, I am leaking, please plug. That is our problem. In the same manner, when we go to the teacher, there is nothing to discuss about. No discussion is required. Present your problem, he will say, do this and do that, and relax. See, the moment you argue once with the teacher, he will highlight, shift, delete. He won't entertain again. Because here is a person who is argumentative. With the argumentative person, the only way is not to waste our time. See? And therefore, Namo Namastri Guru Padukabhyam. We have to have some altar wherein we have no arguments. Now, Swartha Paranam Akileshtadabhyam Swaha Sahayaksha Dhurandharabhyam Swantacha Bhava Pradapujanabhyam Namo Namastri Guru Padukabhyam. I have gone directly on the 8th, come back on the 3rd. This is how we know this. चूड़े का कागज ऐसा ही होता है. This is the cartoon of the Stotra. See, Natayayo Shri Patidam Tamiyo Kadachidapyashu Daridраvarya Mukasya Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. So, Natayayoho Samiyuhu Shri Patitam Kadachidapyashu Daridраvarya. Natayayoho. See, it is something like this. It's a winter and I sit in my room and there is another person who is sitting in the nice sun, bright sun, and enjoying the warmth of the sun. And I complain, see, the sun is so biased, he is not giving me the heat and the light, but see that man, he is getting everything. Who stopped us? We have to take a step forward. See? Unless we go to the teacher and ask, we will never be benefited. See? And therefore it is said, Natayayoho Samiyuhu. With all sincerity, when we reach the teacher, then alone the teacher will help us and bless us and guide us. See? When we have, collecting opinions, when we go to the teacher, we ask questions. Now the questions have different shades. Shade number 1, examination. See? To examine the teacher we go. One student wrote in the examination, the question was, which is the capital of India? Now that student didn't know. So he wrote the reply, come on sir, you know it very well. Will he get it? Mars he won't get. See? So that question asked in the examination was a question for examining the knowledge of the student, is it not? Second is, when the question is asked as an objection. See? How come you are late? That means you don't have to reply that question. That question is an objection. You are not supposed to be late. That is the meaning. See? And the third question is a sincere inquiry. So when we go to the teacher and ask something, and if we are sincere, we are bound to get the right answer. See? And the right answer is as we deserve. See? The other day I was driving to Rishikesh from Delhi and somebody phoned me and again started, So I took that lady on file and started blasting left and right. And the person who was driving me, his wife was sitting behind and all that, and they were shivering in the car and I was giving left and right. After that was over for about 10-15 minutes. Unnecessarily my bill was increasing, so I stopped it. Thereafter, when it was switched off, then immediately I started, now let us play Kishore Kumar. And I started playing Kishore Kumar. Swamiji, you were so angry with that lady and you are playing Kishore Kumar. I said, should I try it with you? No. I was feeling so, nervous. What happened? I said, Mama, nothing happened. This is just a drama going on because she will not understand the language. If I talk to her, no, Mama, you should not do that. See? Imagine, Bhagavan Krishna is talking to Arjuna. And who was Arjuna? Arjuna was Gandhi mam sramsate hasta tvajaiva paridayate nacha shaknomyavasthatum brahmati vajme mana nimittani jabashami viparitani kejava. Now Bhagavan Krishna says, Klaidya mamagama partho nahetu tvayako bhajyate. Will you call him Bhagavan Krishna? See? He deserved only the kicks that time, nothing else. See? And therefore Bhagavan gives him left and right. Klaityam masmagama partha naetatvai upapadyate. Don't yield to impotency. Because he cannot understand this language of touch me not. There are people, touch me not. You look at them, they cry. Why she looked at me? You don't look at them, they cry. Why he didn't look at me? Ab jaun to jaun kahan? See, such touch me not fellows are good for nothing. See? They deserve only the language that they understand. See? Once my friend was lying in a gutter after high spirituality. And when I was passing by, I took his necktie. That is the only purpose necktie has. Otherwise, you can't use the necktie even for cleaning your nose. It is so small. But it is tied down nicely, so you can lift him and pull him out. So, when I was pulling him out, he said, come on, Swamiji, come here, it is such a joy. Why are you pulling me out? Do you think I will talk to him a language of decency? Look here. Guptaji, you belong to such a divine family. Do you think he will understand? I'll pull him out, give him one blow, dump him in the boot of the car, take him to his house and hand over to his wife. And after 2 days, he will come and talk to me. Swamiji, thank you so much. For what? For the kicks. Because that is what he can understand. See, friends, we all get in our life what we deserve. That is our necessity. And this message is given by the teacher, provided we are ready to listen to him. But if we are argumentative, but of all the people, why my wife is like that? Everybody has the same feeling, you don't know that. The grass on the other side of the fence is always green. See, friends. Therefore, nata yayoho samiyuhu sripatitam kadachidapyashu daridravardya. So, when we with all sincerity approach the teacher, with all sincerity, therefore the word Upanishad is defined by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Upanishad means upa means near, ni means with commitment, and shada means to reach the destination. So when we go to the teacher, we go with very sincerity, with commitment, so that the goal is reached. It is not a general information, like in many Lions Club meetings, they call me for lectures. And then they introduce. And in the introduction, they fire Sanskrit shloka in between. They don't understand. One person told that, Swamiji told me, I have never seen that Mahatma in my life. He told me. Swamiji told me, Mana eva manusyanam karanam bandha mokshayo, apni Gita kehti hai. And I was getting, the shocks of my life. After everything was over, then we had tea. I said, hey, you told, I taught you, first of all, I did not teach. No, Swamiji, we have to say like that. I said, all right. Then, second thing I asked him, that this particular shlok, Mana eva manusyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho, doesn't come in Gita. Are? It doesn't come in Gita. Further, he says, I thought every shlok comes in Gita only. Now tell me, if this is our attitude for studying the scriptures so that we can fire in the public and they say, Guptaji, Gita padhte ho? Gita, Upanishad. Upanishad also you study? Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra, Guptaji is, value increases, face value. Therefore, when we approach the teacher with all sincerity, not only a general knowledge we have sufficient. When we really mean business on the spiritual path, you will definitely get a right answer from the teacher. Like we go to the teacher and examine. Do you think that the teachers don't examine us? Our examination is very gross. Like Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Paramahansa. See, Vivekananda took a gross examination and told his guru, You are so much attached to me, it is no good for a guru to be attached to the disciple. You know what he said? You accepted me as your guru out of doubt and suspicion. I accepted you out of knowledge and wisdom. See? Therefore, we have to be absolutely sincere. Unless there is sincerity, we will never be benefited by the Upadesha instruction given by the Guru. Therefore, Nata Yayoho Sri Patitam Sameyuhum Kadachidapyashu Daridra Varya. So, even if we are Daridra Varya means the poorer than the poorest. Like in today's world, there are different countries. There are underdeveloped countries, there are overdeveloped countries. India is a never developed country. So, Daridra Varya means extremely miserable. Even then, to them, all the wealth of the world is given. And Mukascha Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam. And with their sincerity and surrender, when we go to the teacher, even Mukha, the one who is unable to speak one word, is able to bring out the highest wisdom without any effort. See, one example I'll tell you. There is one of my ammas. I have got a very big battalion of ammas all over the world. Bhagavan Krishna, he left his Devaki for few years, and he got most wonderful Yashoda Maiya, is it not? He was poor, he got only one Yashoda. I have not left my Devaki, and yet I have got the Yashoda battalion all over the world. So one such Yashoda in Bombay, very successful lady, she came, and for the first time, she handed over the business to her children. Okay. And Swamiji, I think there are a lot of mistakes in your publications. I said, I know. Can you do them, correction? I have never done it. I said, you will never do it. I will get it done through you. Are you free? If you have confidence in me, yes. I said, yes. You do what I tell. And she became our chief editor. She never knew because of all the facilities. She has to only dictate and everything will be done by the staff. After that, she learned the word processing, then she learned how to do the page making and the headers and the footers and numbering, everything, correction completely. See? And she said, Swamiji, this is the best period of my life. I said, Mama, do you know why? Because you are fully available. We have this notion that we can't, we can, provided we disappear, he functions through us. See? And this is what the teacher says, Mukascha Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam. Even we may be good for nothing, but when we hand over ourselves in his care, he will see that the best in us, which was dormant so far, will start surfacing without any effort. That effortless expression is called as divinity in action. There is no struggle in life thereafter. And what is the secret? Secret is Nata Yayoho Sri Patitam Sameyuhu. When we are sincerely approaching the teacher, without an iota of suspicion, doubt or reservation. See? Further, Nalikani Kashapadavrutabhyam Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam Namajjanabhishtatati Pradabhyam Namo Namashri Guru Padukabhyam. See? Nalika Nikasha Padavrutabhyam. These feet of the Guru, they are like the lotus. And this lotus is attracting the various kinds of, those bees who are collecting the nectar and the pollens. Those bees who never go, they cannot get. In the same manner, the feet of the teacher are the Paduka. They are the source of all the wisdom. See, when we approach a teacher, what is that which doesn't allow us to absorb? There was a great teacher in Varanasi, Banaras, and he never used to go out anywhere and very strict in his life. He will only sit on the wooden plank and very old, he must have been 80, 85 or 90, putting very simple clothes, cooking himself, not allowing anybody to come near, and very strictly following his life. Extremely wise, knowing the scriptures very well. So one Swamiji from Ramakrishna order, he went to him for studies. So he said, sir, I am so and so, and I have come to study from you. He said, first go out, and where you have kept your sandals, keep your Ramakrishna there, and then come. See? So he went out, and then he said, again came in and said, yes sir, I kept Ramakrishna there. He said, now I can teach you. Now that great student, do you think that he had any obsession for a person? No. Whenever we are obsessed with a person, the principle is lost. On the spiritual path, when we are walking, we have to hold on to the principle. What functions in our life is the principle and not the person. Person is an instrument. About this I will tell you one story. There was one lady, she came and she said, Swamiji, when I was a child, we were given Diksha in a mass way, mass Diksha. One Mahatmaji came and the whole village was given Diksha, and that time I was a child, maybe about 8-10 years, and we were all standing in a queue, and that Mahatmaji was, avdhut naked and with all jatan, very weird looking. And when we were all standing as kids and all that, I was only thinking about when he will pull my head and talk as this, mustaches or the jata will make me tickle like that. That was the only thing going on. So what mantra he gave me, I don't know. Because I was only small. After that, for all practical purposes, he is my guru. But I don't know anything. Now, I have been listening to you. And I feel I should call you, I should adopt you as my guru. Like people adopt the dog. No? So I should adopt you as my guru. So, will it be okay? I said, no, it is not okay. Then, first understand correctly. Guru Tattva is one. See? When it is said, Guru Reva Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The same principle of Guru is manifesting through all the creation, provided we are ready to learn. See? And therefore, you don't have to change the Guru. You always do this bhavana that you are that Guru from whom you have taken a Diksha, he alone is talking through me. Don't create any confusion. And thereafter, you may go to 100 Mahatmas, you are not corrupting your devotion to your Guru. Many people have this problem. That I have taken Diksha from there, how can I call you for Diksha? Then I will give you Diksha, come with me. That I can take. I can't give. See? This is not the way. And therefore, here the teacher says, we have to look at the world as the manifestation of the Guru Tattva alone. And thereafter, Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam. Then all of the moha, the delusion with which we are moving in this world will be removed. See how important it is. There are so many things. One example I'll give you. Many of us are very strong in our own lifestyle, because of which we suffer. There are certain rules. If you follow them, life becomes easier. When you are 100% with yourself and in your own house, you follow your rules 100%. See? Get up in the morning, 4 o'clock, and start doing the pranayam. Ooh, ah, never mind, do whatever you like. Nobody will stop you because you are a citizen of a free house. Then you go to somebody's place to stay. There everybody is sleeping nicely. That time don't start ooh, early in the morning. Don't do that. So follow your rules only 50%. When you are traveling, follow your rules only 25%. And when you are with the great Mahatmas, just follow their instructions, not your rules and regulations. Otherwise, we get caught up in our own creation. See? And this is how, when we slowly open up, we come to know that everything in this world is only meant for remaining in the present. The more we remain in the present, our surrender to the teacher is complete. See? And that is why that here says it is Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam. Moha, the delusion is what? The struggle to bring the past in the present. That struggle is called as moha delusion. The other struggle is to push the present in the future. And thus our whole life is only nothing but struggle. On the contrary, if we are able to remain in the utter present, what is the net result? The past memories are no more a burden on us. We don't waste our time in solving the non-existing problems of the future. See? Like the other day I told you probably, one Sindhi old gentleman and came and asked me, Swamiji, I am having much worry because what will happen to my wife, my children and everybody after I die? This is troubling me a lot. So what he was doing? He was trying to solve the non-existing problem. So I told him, why don't you go and ask them? Then what will happen? They will tell you that we are waiting, Papa. So what you are thinking as a problem is in reality a solution. It is not a problem. It is a problem for them, not for you. Whenever you are happy, you are in the present. See? You cannot be happy yesterday. You cannot be happy tomorrow. You can be happy not even today. You can be happy now and here. See? And that is all what counts in life. If you are a devotee of the Lord and constantly crying, I tell you, I got a agency from him. He doesn't entertain applications which are signed by a crying fellow. Yeah, he doesn't. Remove him. That is why these two fellows, Bhagwan Krishna and Bhagwan Ram. Bhagwan Krishna doesn't listen. He is playing his flute. Bolte raho. He doesn't listen. See? And Bhagwan Ram has kept Hanumanji. When somebody troubles him, he leaves. Hanumanji lago. You have no business to be miserable in this world. Therefore, it is Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam. Moha is, we are all carrying the wrong notions. We feel that we are responsible for everything in this world. One place, very beautiful thing happened. There was a house, in that house there was a very funny situation. One husband, one wife and two daughters. So the ratio was 3:1. Now that one poor husband was, I cannot say hen pecked, I can say poultry farm pecked. because all three of them were torturing that fellow. So he says, Swamiji, I don't know. This said wife, this said elder daughter, second daughter. They have made, a mess of my life. Anything I do, Papa, I told you, Papa, I don't know what to do. I said, I will tell you a technique. But don't tell them that I told you. Because I won't get food in your house. Say, I will tell you the technique. Then what? I said, you start talking like a soliloquy. Talk to yourself. Soliloquy is talking to yourself loudly. Talk. Anything happens anywhere, you say, oh God, America has bombarded Afghanistan, it's only because of me. Oh, there is tsunami, oh God, tsunami is because of me. There is an earthquake in China, oh God, that earthquake is because of me. Like that you keep on talking. After a few days, see what happens. So when he started that way, then the three ladies started, what happened to Papa? Why is he saying like that? Anything happens anywhere. Suppose, taxes are increased. Taxes are increased because of me. I don't know what to do. I think there is something wrong with him. Otherwise, he was not like that earlier. He was nice. Now he doesn't react. He simply says, yes, because of me, everything is happening. And he is becoming so miserable. And slowly, the whole atmosphere changed. Then he came and told me, Swamiji, your formula is active. They stop blaming him. Friends, this moha delusion is this foolishness. Foolishness number one. You can make anybody happy. Impossible. God failed. See? Now, you need not make anybody miserable. You know why? Everybody is self-sufficient. Our moha is that only. I cannot see the poor people in the world. Then close your eyes. See? Who has asked you to go and see? Therefore, moha is this. We give importance to this world beyond requirement and unnecessarily become miserable. Nana vimohade nivarikabhyam. Then namajjana bhishtatati pradabhyam. And namajjana, those who are totally surrendered to the teacher. Now please understand. Surrender to the guru means what? See, this is just an example. Suppose I am a music teacher. There is never a music preacher. See, there is always a music teacher. Now what is the best service to the music teacher? Exactly whatever he has taught, that alone we are able to bring out from us. Is it not? No. Washing the clothes and giving the food up to the nose and pressing the legs and slowly going up to the throat. See? That is not the Guru Seva. See? That is the torture to the Guru. See? In Bombay, one day it so happened, I had to go 2-3 places, and I started in the morning by 6 o'clock. From Dadar I went towards Cuff Parade, a long distance. 3-4 people I have to meet. I said today I will finish this. And before I came to Dadar back again, in between somewhere, one friend of mine, Sindhi old man, very loving person, very nice guy. So he told me, Swamiji, you have not come. I said, okay, I will come today, but I will not eat anything because I would have already taken 5 lunches before I come to you, okay? So don't prepare anything. He said, okay. And when I came, big table and nice food was kept. I said, look here, I told you I am not going to eat, I am not going to eat. Swamiji, eat something at least. I said, if I eat, I will die. He said, never mind, come on. See, love for the Guru. Look here, is it a love or a torture? See? Therefore, moha is, we insist. See, moha is this only. Whatever I want that should happen means what? This is no right. Therefore, Nana vimohati nivarikabhyam namajjana bhishta tati pradabhyam. So if we really surrender to the teacher, then we listen to him, not argue. See? Suppose somebody is miserable and the teacher tells us, come on, don't be miserable, everything will be alright. But how it is possible? Then continue. What can be said? See? When we are not cooperating, who can help us? Therefore, namajjana bhishta tati pradabhyam. Those who totally surrender to the teacher, to them only everything can be gained. But if for everything we have got argument, logic, this, that, then it can never help us. In this manner, Namo Namastri Guru Padukabhyam. Therefore, when we surrender to the teacher, in the translation it is written, all desires will be fulfilled. Don't get carried away by desire fulfillment as spiritual life, please. Desire fulfillment is not spiritual life. See? If I have poverty, where will I go? To a rich man. He will give me. If I have got unhealthy condition, where will I go? To the doctor? He will give me medicine. If I don't have anything in this world, where will I go? To a Mahatma who can bless me and get. In these three, what is the qualitative difference? No. Same thing. In all the three places, I am beggar. And the Lord sitting in our heart. Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityamiyuktanam yogakshevam vahamyaham. The Lord gives us a promise that I shall take care of you, don't worry. See? So we have faith in the insurance, not in His words. See, friend. And therefore we suffer in life. So if our submission to the divine principle expressing in our life through the ability to learn from everything and everybody, then understand our surrender to the Guru is complete. Otherwise, we will be only struggling throughout our life and go on from one place to another place. The other day I received one phone from US. Swamiji, where are you? I said, how does it matter to you? You tell me what it is. Such funny phone calls come, but I never get frustrated. One day I received a phone call. I was discussing something and the phone came. My phone is normally on. So these bank people, they have telemarketing. We can give you the loan and all that. So I said, hey, I was waiting for your call. That's good you called me. Yes. I said, as you have got conditions for giving loan, I also have got conditions. Will you agree? Yes. I accept only donations. So, instead of becoming angry and banging the phone, that girl banged the phone and why should we become miserable because of others? See? If I become miserable because of you, you have won the game. See? If I make you miserable, then I won the game. Don't yield to the wrong way of life. Therefore, namajjana tati pradabhyam namo namastri guru padukabhyam. If we are really understanding this principle, spiritual life is freedom from desire fulfillment. See? In Panchadashi this thought comes. The same thing is told by the teacher to the disciple and to a casual inquirer. Same thing is told. What is said? Those whom you love, they will be the source of misery for you. This is what the teacher says. Now when this is said, the casual inquirer is, oh, this teacher has nothing to do, he is telling, how it is possible, when I love somebody, how can I be miserable? And therefore he falls in love. When he falls in love, means what? He gets married. And thereafter, the table starts. There is no end to that. So, get married. After getting married, then if there are no children, there is a worry. Then there are children, there is a worry. Suppose the children are born. So, one worry is over. Now we have children. Now second worry. Now the children are not studying. Second worry. And if the children are studying, then there is a worry how to get admission and provide funds. And if they study very well, then that child should get married according to what you want him to get married, to a furniture. See? And then the child says, no, I don't want to get married, I want to become Babaji. My God, so much money I have spent on you, it is for this purpose, I want to take revenge on you, you must get married. See? This is how the message of the teacher, when you love somebody, he becomes the source of your misery, is not understood in the right perspective, and that man suffers. And the real disciple, he understands this message. And thereafter, he lives in this world, but does not carry the load of possessiveness. And therefore, he lives happily in this world. See? The day we understand this principle, that real surrender means the readiness to accept the advice given to us. And if we accept that advice, you will see, one beautiful argument I read in the life of Nisargadatta Maharaj. He was a great saint in Bombay. He writes in somewhere in his talks, only once he attended the Satsang from a Mahatma, and in that Satsang he was told that you are Parabrahma Paramatma, you are none less than the absolute reality, refuse to be miserable, miseries are illusion, bliss alone is real. All that was told. After that one was enough for him. He started arguing within himself. What will the teacher get by telling that I am Brahman? He will not get anything. So when he is telling without any benefit that he is going to get, it must be true. Maybe I am not able to experience. So it is lack of my ability to experience. But that doesn't mean because I can't experience now, it is wrong. No. This is how, when we surrender to the teacher, we are able to take the message in the right manner. See? Normally, when we go to the teacher and all that, we have a lot of arguments, lot of discussions. No. See? And we should be very clear in two places. One is a general satsang as we are having. And second is a specific instruction given to us by the teacher in a particular context. It should never be confused with. Otherwise, when we listen to somebody is told, okay, you start chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, it will help you. This happened in Delhi. There was one boy, and he had a very funny problem. And he was very frustrated at home, his father and him constantly fighting. So the mother was always a victim with the father and the son fight. So then the mother came to me, Swamiji, they were Bengalis. Swamiji, this is what was happening, what should I do? I said, send him to me and I will stay, together in my house and see what happens. So he came. And we did not talk anything spirituality, cricket and movies and TV and all that we were talking. After 2-3 days, he developed confidence that here is a normal person like me who likes cricket and all that. And then he himself opened up. He said, Swamiji, I have got this problem. I don't know what I should do and I am fed up. And because of this, me and my father, we are always Dharma Kshetre, Kuru Kshetre, Samaveda Yuttava. Bhagavad Gita we don't have to study, we demonstrate. So, what do I do? I said, first thing, no argument, no discussion. Agreed? Yes. I said, tomorrow morning, you just come with me, finish bath early in the morning. So we finished bath in the morning, 5 o'clock. We went nearby Shiva temple. I said, you sit down and just chant after me whatever I say. And I started chanting, Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yobandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyam Amratat. Start chanting. 108 times I chanted with him. Then I told him, from tomorrow onward for 21 days you chant. And on the 22nd day, do some puja to give money to the Panditji. You will do some puja abhishek. Okay? Don't ask a single question. He said, okay, Swamiji. He did it. And such a tremendous change in him that he not only passed that year where he plucked for 3 consecutive years with good gold medal and all that, but he got a very beautiful job and all that. So he gave his first check of the salary, which was in 5 digits to me. Swamiji, this is yours. I don't know where I would have got. I said, keep it. It is my investment in you. I will ask you sometime. Now, after this was over, then he must have told some of his friends, my problem was solved. So that friend came. Swamiji, please give me also that mantra. I said, look here, he was having dysentery, you are having constipation. I can't give you the same medicine, you know. I have to give the medicine according to the disease, not according to the person. Isn't it? In the same manner, when we are listening in the satsang, it is a general background that we prepare ourselves to receive the specific instruction. And each instruction is meant not for the person, but it is meant for the disease. It is not the persons are treated, it is the disease which is treated. Persons are treated in the psychiatry. Therefore, real surrender to the teacher is in this manner. We are able to follow the instructions completely and fully. Continuing further, Drupali Mauri Vrajaratna Kanti Sarit Virajat Jashakanyakabhyam Drupatvadabhyam Nataloka Panktehe Namo Namastri Guru Padukabhyam. Salutations to the sandals of my Guru. We shine like the gems of the crown of a king. We shine like a maid in the crocodile-infested stream, and which makes the devotees attain the status of kings. Nothing has happened. You know, there is one person somewhere in where Jharkhand or UP somewhere, and he phones me, Swamiji, I am your fan, and they are Marwadis in a village doing some business. And I know business of grocery shop and all that, and the customers are also the same Hindi brand. And he talks to me, Swamiji, we all like you very much, we are your fans, and therefore we have decided to be like you. And therefore we decided to learn English. Therefore we started talking English in our house. And therefore I want to take the dust off your feet and put on my head. Translating the Hindi into English. So whenever poetry is translated, it is something like taking the nice masala dosa with the chopsticks to eat. You try this also. If you have to eat masala dosa, you must use your finger and the rasam and curry. Then there is real joy. You know? eating curry with the plastic spoon is like taking the castor oil. It's not the way. Similarly, eating Srikhanda with a chammach, no. If you have to eat Srikhanda, only with the fingers. Then there is real joy, taste, it's like that. In the same manner, when we learn and translate the poetry into the prose, the beauty goes and only the stern words remain. This is how it has happened over here. Now, Nrupali Mauli Vrajaratna Kanti Sarit Viraja Jashakanyakabhyam. Jashakanya means the crocodiles, baby crocodiles. So, like these are the two beautiful baby crocodiles type, and among them they say, I don't know, I have not seen, that there is some kind of gem on their head. Those who want to go, they can ask that person who was from Australia only, who was playing with all the Jashakanya. So you can go and ask him, I don't know. So, even you are in the midst of those terrible conditions, yet by the grace of the Guru, one is able to get even the position of a king in his life. Means what? Whatever may be the difficulties that may come in our life, if we are able to change ourselves and we are ready to change ourselves, then alone Guru's grace will start manifesting in our life. See, two things that day also I told you. One is a readiness to change, and second is the ability to change. Many times we are ready but not able to. Swamiji, I want to get up early in the morning. Then get up. No, but I can't. So what should I do? So call me, I'll stay in your place. This is water only. So, I'll come to your place, and then in the morning, like I do the Shiva Abhishek, in the morning I do Abhishek on your head. See, we many have this problem. We really want to change ourselves, but we can't change. See, there are some people, they can change, but why should I? No. The requirement is that we are in this world for evolution. Therefore, it is said, we should have Shraddha, faith, surrender in 4 places. First, Shraddha, surrender, faith in our Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita, without any doubt whatsoever. Second, the Shraddha, faith, surrender in the teacher. Third, in our beloved Lord. And fourth, in ourselves. Many a times we lack self-confidence. And those who lack self-confidence, they can never grow spiritually. And to invoke that self-confidence are the different techniques given in our scriptures, such as follow Ekadashi. Try this if you are not doing. The other day we went to somebody's house. He asked me, Swamiji, what is your opinion about fasting? I said, yes, I eat fast food. No, but what is the purpose? I said, I don't know. I don't observe any fast. I am straight away eating the food and keeping in the stomach. Those who observe fast, they keep the food in the head, wrongly placed. See? Why not eat and forget about it rather than Kal Ekadashi? My God. So tomorrow's Ekadashi starts torturing this fellow from Dashmi onwards, and therefore on Dashmi he takes a double dose. Because next 24 hours has to remain without food, so daba ke khao. Naturally he can do nothing then. Forget about God. And then on Dwadashi, then last 24 hours I have not eaten anything, again daba ke khao. And in this manner we eat double than required. Right? Yet we are told to do. Why? Only because of this. We lack confidence. You know, these various techniques which are given in your scriptures, they are meant for two purposes. Purpose number one, we have to discover that we can exist independent of everything in this world. That independence has to be discovered. See? If you want to make a Punjabi Amma miserable, I will tell you a technique. I do all these games. So tell her, Amma, prepare food, but kindly don't use rajma, chole, paneer, tomato, onion, garlic, and these things you don't use. Then what do I cook? Yes, sir? So we have this funny notion that unless there is onion, garlic, food cannot be cooked. Unless there is a paneer, there is no proper, hospitalization, no hospitality. Okay, unless that is particular thing is there is no properly taken care of, isn't it? So these wrong notions of dependence on the things has to be corrected. It is for this purpose that we have to have vratam. See? When 4 months we are told in Chaturmas, don't eat onion, garlic, non-vegetarian, etc. So what do? We are just waiting for the 4 months to be over. After the 4 months are over, even in the tea we put the onion and take. See? That is like taking a revenge of 4 months. It's not the way. But we have to discover and learn that our life is independent of things and beings. Discover that independence. Second thing, to discover that independence, we require inner strength. And that inner strength can be developed when you are committed. See? Suppose you have decided to do this Ekadashi, and you will see from Dashmi onwards you start getting all kinds of imagination. You decide, at the most what will happen, I will die. All the problems will be solved. Never mind. Don't eat. May what happens? Don't eat. Then you will discover you can stop. This is how many people, why they don't have control on their eating habits is only because they don't have self-control and self-confidence. See friends, those who are not able to say no and those who are not able to listen no, they are not spiritual seekers. This word is very important. We should have the freedom. No means no. Our no is like what? Somebody brings rasmalai. No, Amma, no, I don't want. Or somebody else's thali over hand goes. No, don't give. Don't give them, give me. It's not the way. And when we say no, in our no there is no dam. When you say it should really mean no. Actually, no, please take. No, acha, chhar de do. They take literally force. We don't actually what it will be. See? We have to have no means no, may what happen. See? Then you discover the self-confidence. Similarly, when we have in our life, we have to listen no many times. Those who have not learned to listen no in their life, they go into depression with a very little problem. Very little problem. See? We have to learn to listen no. See? There was one girl, architect from Karnataka, studied in Bombay, fell in love with another architect from Delhi, a Punjabi. and their engagement was done in Bombay. And this Punjabi architect saw this another girlfriend, and he fell in love with her and got married and sent invitation card to this girl. Thank you very much for introducing me to such a beautiful girl. Therefore, I am no more going to get married to you. Now, this girl got into depression to such an extent, she regressed to the age of 5. She was a college teacher, 28 years girl. She became so depressed and dejected. So, when her parents came, I said, let me talk to them separately. So, first of all, the father told me, I said, now you disappear, let the girl come. And I started talking to her. She started talking like this thing. I said, hey, what's your name? My name is Kalpana. 28 years girl talking like this thing. What did you study? I studied maths, I studied English, I studied Punjabi. She didn't know one word of Punjabi. See? So much depression. She was regressed. Why? Because she has never prepared herself to listen no in life. Friends, it is extremely necessary that we have to prepare ourselves for anything that comes in life. See? All those people who go into depression, frustration is only because they have not prepared themselves. We have to prepare. And this is what this preparation comes when we surrender. Te vile anante taisheti rahave chitti asudhyave samadhana. We surrender to the divine will. Surrender to the divine will is done through the agency of Namo Namah Sri Guru Padukabhyam. In this manner, if we really are walking the spiritual path, then we will know Nrupatvadabhyam Nataloka Panktehe. With that surrender, even Nataloka Panktehe, he who has totally surrendered, Nrupatvadabhyam, we can attain any height in our life. Any height. See, all great masters, if you take the example of Vidyaranya Swami, he was a Prime Minister of that Vijayanagaram kingdom. And at the age of 75 onwards, he started, because he became the Shankaracharya of the Sringeri Math, and then he wrote Panchadashi, etc. You are never late. What is required is, whenever you start with complete commitment, Srupatvadabhyam, anything we can attain in our life at any moment. Many of us have got this funny notion, but Swamiji, now I am too old. You are not old. You are too early for the next life. Start. Don't think it is late. It is never late. See, in marriage you can be late, but in the spiritual life you are never late. In this manner, Nataloka Panktehe, he who has totally surrendered to the teacher, his surrender will help him grow spiritually, because now the ego is no more troubling at all. It is this ego which doesn't allow us to move. Therefore, friends, the real meaning of the Guru, Paduka, surrender, etc. is invoke your inner strength. And when we invoke our inner strength, the world becomes weak. See, in a school, the teacher has drawn a line on the blackboard and told, anybody come and make the line short. So one student came and took the duster. No, please, you should not use the duster. Shorten the line. So the student put the duster and went back. Can anybody come and do? One sweet child came and took the chalk rather than the duster and drew a parallel longer line and went back. The world is strong by borrowing strength from our weaknesses. We have to be strong. See? Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha The truth is not meant for those who are dropouts, those who are good for nothing, they become Babaji. Many people have that notion. In Allahabad, when I was taking food in somebody's house, they had a huge structure, 6 plus, 4 plus, standing like Vivekananda. So I said, Mahatmaji, take food. You eat. He said, okay, I have come for eating. Then the mother felt very bad and she told, Swamiji, he is my son, 28 years old, does nothing, only eats and bullies everybody. He is good for nothing. Why don't you take him to your ashram? Look here. That means all those who are useless, they are fit for ashram, like me. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om